Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. I have two children, ages 9 and 3, Briley and Bray. I'm a homeschool mom. This is our second full year homeschooling. We really started homeschooling when COVID hit, and I also homeschooled my daughter for pre-K before she went to public school for kindergarten. I myself graduated from a homeschool program, so this is not a foreign subject to me. And I just kind of want to get started with the homeschool mom community on YouTube. I feel like there's so many homeschool moms on YouTube, but everyone has something different to offer. Like, everybody's homeschool looks so different every day. My homeschool looks so different day by day. There's no predicting what the day is going to look like, especially with a 3-year-old wild little boy. He's precious, but he keeps it interesting. So, I have a Masterbooks haul that I wanted to start with just because I just got it in the mail. I did their annual sale that they have on Cyber Monday every year. It was actually my first year doing the sale, but we've used Masterbooks the whole time that we've homeschooled. I'd missed the sale and didn't really know anything about it last year. Wasn't super informed. So, hold on. Before we start, I'm gonna get my coffee. Okay. Good coffee. Okay. As you can tell, it's getting dark. The kids are outside, so I'm gonna try to get through this before they get in. And just for reference, I am filming on my phone. I'm not going to edit because I barely have time to do the things that are required of me to do during the day, so we're not going to throw that in. We're just going to throw this up. So if you like unedited videos, you want realness, you want to see reality and not the pretty perfect life, then you've come to the right place, because there is nothing perfect going on over here. Okay, so let's get into the Masterbooks haul. So I don't know if I said this or not. She'll be going into the 4th grade when we start this curriculum. We're about halfway done, or in some of her subjects, we're more than halfway done with her 3rd grade curriculum. I'm not sure yet if we're going to take a break or if we're just going to keep going and go into 4th grade and just kind of do like a year-round type of homeschool. I haven't really decided yet. I know she's super excited about the science curriculum, so I know that's something she's really looking forward to. So we'll see kind of how it goes. But let's see if I can get everything out of here. So she will be doing elementary anatomy and physiology for the 4th grade. So basically what that looks like is you get 3 kind of small books. There's my finger in reference. And you also get your teacher's guide. Let me smack myself in the face with it. So this is kind of similar. She's doing Heaven and Earth science this year, for those of you that are familiar with Masterbooks. And so we have the teacher guide with that as well. In her Heaven and Earth science book, I think it'll probably be the same with here. Tests, quizzes, activities, worksheets, things like that. So let's take a look at these 3 books for science. The first one is The Electrifying Nervous System, God's Wondrous Machine. So, and I didn't preface with this, but we are Christians. This is a Christian curriculum, so just so you're aware, in case that's not something you're looking for, or maybe it is, but just so you're aware. This is my first time looking through this, so we'll just do like a quick overview. So we have Seeing is Believing, Looking Inside the Brain, the basics of the nervous system, skip ahead a little bit, the backbone, and learning about, I don't know if you can see that, the spine. So that will be really interesting. I love these science curriculums. I have learned so much by doing Heaven and Earth science with her, so I think I'm going to learn so much with this too. The 5 stages of sleep. So that will be fun. Let's see. Bone Chapels, Mad as a Hatter. And different brain quotes. There's quotes from Leonardo da Vinci, Thomas Edison. I know it's probably hard for you to see, but just a quick overview of that. And just for reference on the back, it says, you know, God created you with much care, love, and incredible design. For example, the human brain has one quadrillion, I'll learn how to speak, quadrillion connections. It would take 1 million computers to have that same amount of connections to rival the brain. This is developed by a homeschooling pediatrician. Main areas and structures of the brain and what important role it plays in making your body work. Awesome examples of God's creativity in both the design and precision of human anatomy. And important historical discoveries and modern medical techniques used for diagnosis and repair of the brain. So this is for 3rd through 6th grade. Okay, and this next one will go faster because this is the different parts of her science. So this is moving on to the circulatory system. And they are written by the same author. All 3 of them are. So just a quick flip through. It might be easier if I held it like this. So we've got different physicians, biologists to learn about. Again, I'm sorry, this is my first time looking at this. I literally just opened the box. Oh, this is cool. Learning about the parts of the blood, blood draw, and the tubes for blood draw. So I think this will be really interesting, learning about plasma, leeches, and then going inside the heart. That will be a really good one as well. And on the back, this one, just real quickly, you were created by God so intricately and marvelously. Don't believe it. Did you know that the blood vessels in your body together are about 60,000 miles long? Also developed by the pediatrician, the same lady. And it's got a couple of different points back here, little bullet points as well. That's the back of it. And then the 3rd part of her science curriculum will be the Breathtaking Respiratory System. And just a quick flip through here. Let's see. Here is ventilation. Shows different parts of the body. How much it takes. Let's see. And then I love this because there's some questions here and answers. So one of them, for example, is why do I hiccup? What causes me to sneeze when I leave a movie theater? So there's different questions that people don't probably think to ask, or I don't know if I know the answer to. Why would you sneeze when you leave a movie theater? Stay tuned and you will find out. We will learn that eventually. The teacher's guide, quick flip through. So there's going to be different activity pages like word searches, fill in the blanks. Let's see. There are some lab things you can do in experiments. Like here, it's all in the timing about reflexes and things like that. So that'll be pretty fun, I think. I'm really excited about that one. Moving on. I'm already 8 minutes in, so we're going to go quickly. We are going to be doing America's Story 2. We are almost done with America's Story 1. So it does come with, basically, I use this as a reader. We do it all read aloud. It's easier for my 9-year-old. For me, I read a whole chapter instead of breaking up the reading into a couple of days. We read everything usually on a Sunday night or Monday night, and then she'll do her workbook pages for the week throughout the week. So there's a couple of examples, writing, and this is great for her because she's really getting great experience with writing full paragraphs, even in her history. So I really like that. They do, and she does copy work with different quotes, and there's some drawing and art in it as well. So that's kind of how we do it instead of separating it up. And my 3-year-old also sits with us when we read history every week, and he loves it. So next is Math Level 4, Lessons for Living Education. I think a lot of people probably know what this has in it. She's going to be going deeper into multiplication, Roman numerals review. So we've not gotten to that yet in the 3rd grade, but there's some examples here. And I really like their math. We did have to take a break with the 3rd grade when she got to multiplication because she looked at it and went, ah, and freaked out. And it really hurt her self-esteem. So we kind of took a step back, used manipulatives for a couple of weeks to go over the basics, zeros, ones, twos. I think we did 5s and 10s with multiplication. Now we're using our book for 3s and 4s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and so on and so forth. It's not as scary to her now. It kind of came on really strong with Masterbooks, which I don't mind at all. I think at first she just kind of saw it and it psyched her out. So we took a little bit of time off. We're back in our 3rd grade math in the actual book work now. And it's working out great. So I think she just kind of got psyched out in the beginning, which is okay. It's understandable. It is kind of scary when you've not done it before. Living language for a living education. Language lessons for a living education. Grade 4. So I think in this one, I remember reading, she'll be memorizing the books of the Bible, which I think is great. And she'll also be using, I don't know if you can see that, this book right here, 101 Favorite Bible Stories. She uses that now as well for her 3rd grade. So I'm interested to see how she'll be using it in the 4th grade, if they'll just continue with stories or if it'll be used more in depth. That will be interesting. It looks like here they'll just keep reading it because this is talking about Jairus' daughter here. And so when they use that book, it kind of looks like this. They go and read it and then come back and kind of fill in the information. We normally end up doing that on a Thursday, and she does that independently, completely independently. So let's see. In case you don't know anything about language lessons for a living education, here's just a couple of points. Students will build on and reinforce essential communication skills as they achieve proficiency in grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and reading comprehension. Independent reading and mastery of effective sentences and paragraphs are at the heart of this course. It does have a Charlotte Mason influence. Includes a variety of learning activities applied through reading, observation, memorization, picture study, grammar, spelling, vocabulary, select poems, psalms, punctuation, and creative writing. And there are quarterly reviews in here as well. So we are loving that. And last for her, she chose the More Than Words Bible curriculum. We did not do a Bible curriculum this year. We did one for 2nd grade. We did the first one of this. I think it is just called More Than Words Level 1. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. And she really loved it. And she was sort of at the in-between age to go ahead and go up to level 2 for 3rd grade. So, because this is more for 4th grade through 6th grade, I believe. So I didn't really want to overwhelm her because we were getting into, this year we've gotten into much more in-depth science studies and history, and I didn't really want to overwhelm her because there is Bible incorporated into all of the subjects. If you know Masterbooks, you know that, and that's a great thing about it. And so we were doing that and doing family devotionals too, and I didn't feel like she would really be lacking anything just for 1 year to kind of get the transition going. But she's the one who actually requested a Bible curriculum again this year. So just to kind of give a quick overview. So quarter 1 starts out with Who is God? They have a story to read at the beginning of the week. And then it's almost like a journal, really. They do copy work, Dear God, write or narrate a short prayer, which I love it. And I think she'll we probably won't take a grade on this. This will probably be something where she can express herself creatively, and I'll oversee that she's understanding and doing it correctly. But I really want her to kind of have some freedom and creativity and learning and, and developing her own personal prayer life and relationship with God. So I think this is going to be great for that. I'm excited, and I think she'll be really excited to get that started. And it's also possible we may go ahead and start that if she wants to. We'll see. And then last but not least, I did get, this is completely new to me, I got their Stepping Stones preschool curriculum. I talked about my 3-year-old. He will be 4 in February. And so I'm not sure when we'll start this. I'm not pinning my hopes and dreams on starting it anytime soon. If he wants to start, we can. Some days he's super interested in sitting down and learning, and other days he couldn't care less. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. So some matching and making connections. It says when you go outside, what sounds do you hear? It's really getting their brains going, talking. And then there's heroes of the Bible, a Bible verse. So I think that's great. And really, for kids who maybe aren't as interested, you could probably do this, they call them stepping stones, or the lessons. You could maybe even do just one a week and really kind of, hammer it home with them and talking about it throughout the week. For reference, it says, enjoy a course with an easy and effective developmental approach for preschoolers. You'll be introducing students to concepts that include colors, letters, nutrition, matching objects, and weather. They will meet biblical heroes with qualities that children will want to learn as they become familiar with short verses focused on important concepts of faith. And there is activities and skills include, in case you were wondering. That is all of everything that I ordered this time. I did want to share quickly before I go. Masterbooks always sends a Bible verse, and so I thought I would read what they sent. God promises to make something good out of the storms that bring devastation to your life. Romans 8:28, and it's signed by, I think, Jamie is what that says. So that's very personalized. I love that. And then they always send a catalog or two to go through, because they usually have some releases in the summers. So that is it. That is my Masterbooks haul. I'm sorry this is such a long video. Obviously, I'm not a pro, but I like to I wanted to give information because I've watched a couple of unboxing hauls and not found the information I was looking for, and I really honestly could not find a full Masterbooks unboxing that all they were using was Masterbooks. So, and maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough, or it just didn't come up for me, but I'm sure there's someone out there doing it. But I just wanted to share, and if you've made it this far, thank you. Subscribe. I'm hoping to really kind of get into this and share some of our homeschool. It's so much fun, and I have people in my everyday life asking or messaging me on my social media accounts quite a bit and asking different questions. So I'm going to be here to share. And so thank y'all so much, and have a great day. We'll see you next time.